refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of FFC. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Sorry, I don't have my mouth. I gotta use my fingers to do everything. How's everybody doing today? How are my people doing? How was fantasy football for you for week 2? I know a lot of y'all. Ouch! 3 months without Burrow. That sucks. And I know a lot of y'all did not listen to me when I told you to stay away from Tyreek Hill. Well, I mean, he had 5 catches for 97 yards. That ain't bad, but he sure as hell didn't get in that end zone. Oh, my God. There were touchdowns. They had 27 points. He didn't see not damn part of that. So it was, for me, outstanding week 2. We got a lot for you today. We're going to talk about week 2, obviously. We're going to recap those games. Obviously, and we're going to also check on coach's scores, see how he did this week, see how many games I lost and how many games I won this week. We're going to track that every single week, guys. We're going to see how many we'll have at the end of the season. So that's going to be fun. We do have some players going to coach's couch. An injury bug struck. We got some of them that are on there temporarily. We got some that are going to be there for a minute. But, man, we got one. Austin Eckler. That one hurts a little bit because, to be quite honest with you, we may have seen, I don't think Austin Eckler is going to coach's couch. I think he's going home. This really might have been the last we've kind of just seen of Austin Eckler. He might try to play next year for somebody else for a smaller amount of money. But just so he doesn't have his career end the way it did this year. But that's it for Austin Eckler. Yeah, I think that's it. It's very unfortunate. They got a guy. They got a rookie. They got another running back. Because I was like, oh no, they traded Brian Robinson when they're going to do that, but I forgot. They got Bill, so they were okay for a little bit. I don't know if this is necessarily going to hurt the Washington. Like if this is a piece that oh no, they lost Austin Eckler, now their season's going to go down. I think their season is headed in the direction it was headed in, regardless. Which is I think 19 wins, second place in that division, but I don't think Austin Eckler being getting hurt really puts a damper on their season. They have another running back, like I said. Now they may have to go out and get another back because now they only have one, so they're going to have to go find a backup, which I'm pretty sure they have plenty on the practice squad. So they in that aspect they'll be fine. What they need to do is figure out how to get the ball to Terry McLaurin down the field and in the end zone. That's what they need to figure out how to do. All right, so let's get started while we're here. Since I don't have any questions yet, we're going to go ahead and check in on. We're going to go look at these NFL scores. For all of you who don't think Travis Hunter's pass was in pass interference, It was. He engaged with the receiver a little too early. It was good defense, but he engaged too early. And he is the reason the receiver was falling down. You cannot do that. Even if the ball has to get there, and the ball did not get there prior to the engagement with the receiver. So call it what you want. I just want ESPN. So you telling me I can't just look at ESPN information? This ain't it. Maybe that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's something else. Bro, I just needed Thank you. Jeez. All right, NFL. There we go. That's much easier. Let's look at the scores. All right, perfect. And hopefully it'll pull up what I need information when I was going to pull up the scores. Yeah, it kind of does. All right, cool. All right, so week 2. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, they did. Okay. Good job, baby. ESPN, you updated. Made it look a little better. All right, so Sunday the 14th, we had, we had Bengals and Jaguars. Now, obviously, the Bengals did win this game, but they won this game without Joe Burrow. He is going to be out for 3 months. I know a lot of people are just angry at the Bengals organization. Look, at the end of the day, this is football. The Bengals drafted him. He signed the contracts. They paid him a lot of big money. He signed the contract. And he did all of this knowing full well these Bengals had no defense and no offensive line. There's no blame to go around. This is the nature of the sport. A high-profile player who just things continue to get. I remember Sam Bradford, an outstanding college player, very good in the NFL if he ever was able to stay on the field, and he couldn't. He just stayed hurt. Burrow gets knick-knack injuries, and he's out for a minute. I mean, the boy dainty. I don't know what you want me to say. I was told y'all since he came in the league, I was worried because of the way he got hurt, the way he had no protection. I was always worried about Burrow. And, well, here we are. What's changed? That offensive line is still hot garbage. Now, maybe Browning is just a little bit more agile in the pocket, that he doesn't get hit as much as Burrow. I don't know. Because same offensive line, he was able to come in and win the game. But at the same time, there's no film on Browning. So defenses are trying to scramble to figure out where his weaknesses are, how to attack him, and, they lose the game. But this is a pretty big blow to, I don't know how Browning's going to do the rest of the, 3 months of Burrow being out. He plays good. I don't have a problem with him, but you're asking a lot for this kid to maintain. Now they got the Minnesota coming up, and well, as I said, McCarthy is trash. The Bears are just trashier, which is why they lost. So I mean, the Bengals should be 3-0 going against the Vikings this week. There's a lot of money in Cincinnati, and like this team, I get it. They're 2-0 right now, so that's good. That's good. But there should be some worry because there's a lot of money on this team, and the moment it gets bad, it's gonna get it's gonna be a domino effect. So 3 months is a long time. Where we at? In September, October. If you include this whole month, September, October, November, he'll be back by November. If not, he's back in December. He's back, right before playoffs. So if Browning can hold off for basically 2.5 months, then they may be okay. Because look, I haven't won the 13 wins, but with Burrow being out, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that 13 is actually look. That 13 wins is actually going to go to the Ravens. Bengals may fall to 11, maybe 10 games, leaving the Steelers to swoop on in, and it doesn't look like the Bengals are going to make it to the playoffs. I'll be honest with you. This division is tough. Browning is going to have to play a lot of these teams before Burrow comes back, and I just don't think it's going to be. It's going to be a 10, 11 games, but I think they're going to fall to third place without Burrow, basically, which will knock them out of the playoffs. Could potentially knock them. They might be able to sneak into Super Wild Card weekend, depending on how the teams play. But this does not look good for playoff purposes. For fantasy purposes, you got to find another quarterback. I'm going to tell you, somebody's out there. But a lot of us are going to have to go to Daniel Jones, Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers. He's old, so he got left out there, which is stupid. And so if you were able to pick up Aaron Rodgers, good job. I'm not too big on Geno. Again, his receiver wants to trade. If his receiver gets to trade, he does have a great tight end, but then he has nobody else to throw the ball to. Then they lost to the Chargers, which, again, I told you guys, the Chargers are going to be a powerhouse this year. They're going to the playoffs. They're winning 12 games. They're going to win that division. I have the Chiefs in second place, which puts the Raiders. I actually had the Raiders in fourth place. I have them in last place. This one loss is going to continue. Like, I only got the Raiders winning 6-7 games. Genty is going to have a great season in fantasy, but the Raiders as a whole will not have a good season. All right, so let's move on. So we got I did pick the Bengals to win that game, by the way. All right, my next game, Cowboys-Giants. I picked the Cowboys to win this game. I'm so upset that this game went to overtime. Cowboys, because you know why? Because, okay, you know what? Come here. I want y'all to come as close as you can. As close as you can to coach, okay? And I'm going to say this nice. Yeah, be nice. Be nice. I don't want to hear not a damn other word about no Trayvon Diggs. His brother don't show up in the cold. This fool don't show up at all. He just gets flamed by receiver after receiver after receiver. No more 450 passing yards, Cowboys defense. What secondary do you have? Because right now, I have to believe Tua Tagovailoa could throw for 600 on your defense, and I hate him. He's not a good quarterback, and I feel like he has 600 on this defense. I don't want to hear not one person ever tell me nothing else about these Cowboys defense. There is no Cowboys defense. You left worse since your pass rusher left. He looks better since he's happy. Wow. Turn of events. What's going on, Cowboys? Jerry, you got a lot of money. What's going on with this defense? It's weak. You can't stop the run. You can't stop the pass. You can't stop the ball. You can't stop scores. You can't stop nothing. I get it. You won 40 points in overtime and coughed up 37. And 450 passing yards. Let me see how much. I got to see what the running back did. I just need to. Because it can't be no way the runner got something. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. No, hold on. Wait. Box score. I need the box score. Yeah. There's a team there that had 84 rushing yards against the Cowboys. I'm not saying the Cowboys stopped nothing. I don't think they have anything in the backfield in New York. But 450 passing yards, my boy. With 3 touchdowns behind that. Mr. Scared of the End Zone got 3 touchdowns on your Dallas Cowboys defense. Okay. This team looked about as old as the owner. I don't know what you want me to say. But I did pick the Cowboys to win, so good job, I guess. All right, next up. Excuse me. Where we at? Oh, I forgot our Thursday night matchup, which I picked the Green Bay Packers to win 18, or they won 27-18. I said 27-21, so it was around the ballpark. And it's funny, it's because the Packers the last week put up 28 points, and Washington that same week only put up 21. So I'm not seeing how I'm expecting a team who only put up 21 to somehow actually pull 1 or 2 more touchdowns out of their behind to in a football game against a team that has already set the bar high enough in points. You see what I'm saying? So this is why in week 2 I went with the Packers over the Commanders. Not that I felt the Commanders were weaker. I just felt that the Packers had more offensive weapons to score more points. We are 3-0 right now. Yep. All right. Next up, we got Bears and Lions. Now, let me tell you about this embarrassment of a football game. Boy, Chicago, you have The Miami Dolphins are the laughing stock of the NFL. Chicago, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? You go hire the man that is literally this team's. There was their right-hand man. Now he's the enemy, and they actually came into the game and personalized it that way. Wow, Chicago, you got. Not only did you get 52 points put on you, but Jared Goff, and it sucks. It's not sucks, but it's funny because Jared Goff is known. He is the 50-man ball. This man has I know I criticize him into the fact that he's not a guy that's going to lead you to a Super Bowl. He's not a guy that's going to be your savior for a season. He's not your guy you should have paid all that money to. But you know what I will tell him? Jared Goff is a good quarterback. When he's protected, when he has everything he needs, and boy, he can put up some 50 balls. I'm sorry, he can. He has, I think, 4 or 5 games in his career where he has put up 50 points. One of them is on the Kansas City Chiefs when he was a Ram with Todd Gurley. That was his first one. So I was there for that one because I had Gurley on my fantasy, and I had Goff on my fantasy, and I had somebody else. I had 3 people. Oh, I think I had Kareem Hunt. And I think that was his rookie season. So my points went up. I think I had 190 something points that game. That was crazy. That just because of them 3 players. And I was down, by the way. I was getting smoked in that fantasy game, and those 3 players just went. It's the fact that it kept going, score after score, and I'm just racking up points. And I already won now, and they just kept on going. I was like, yeah, it's going to be nice tomorrow. This is why I don't do fantasy anymore, man. I don't even do beating out. Because nobody else is going to think to take Kareem Hunt as a rookie or Jared Goff that year. Nobody else thought about that. You know how many times I've had? There's certain players I've had for 2 years in a row because I got them their rookie year. Nobody saw it their rookie year. And then nobody expected it the second year, or they drafted. I'll jump for players in the draft. I'm not going to sit there and let you wait if I know what I'm getting out of you. And I know how to understand and play the value game, guys. That's what I'm here for, to teach you that. That's why I don't play fantasy anymore. So I can get you guys on that same level. All right, so 52-21, which is just a complete embarrassment. And it's sad because he had perfect score, 23 for 28, 334, and 5 touchdowns. That's perfect. But again, it is the Chicago Bears. They are going to be bad this year. Last place in the division. Caleb Williams is not a good football player. I said it last year. He surprised me with 3,500 passing yards, but if you looking for somebody to hit a sophomore slum, we looking right dead at him. Okay, Rams and Titans. I did pick the Rams in this game. They won 33-19. Devontae Adams. Now, back to the camera. I told you guys week one, or after the recap of week one, we talked about it. We spoke about it. Somebody asked me about Devontae Adams. Okay. No, first somebody asked me about Puka Nacua. They really wanted Puka Nacua. I said, stop, pump your brakes. Don't make that trade. Why? Because, real quick, let's go look at the scores. Because there's something I want to point out. I think Puka had like 10, 11 catches in that game. He has had 8. Oh shit, he still got his 10. Never mind. It might not stop, but here's what I mean. Devontae Adams had 6 for 106. Puka had 8 for 91. Now, Matthew Stafford is that damn good. And it looks like he is literally just utilizing these two receivers. But again, this is week 2. This is something that can't be sustained. All right. Like those numbers, they're not going to fall. But where you got Puka Nacua in week 1 and 2 getting 8, 10 catches, as the season progresses, as Kyron Williams gets a little bit more hands on the ball, they got weapons they can use. They're going to have to go other directions. Puka's catches they will range from 6 to 9. That's big. So will Devontae Adams. His second game, first game he had 1, 2 catches. Second game already 6. That number is going to climb because Devontae Adams gets open. So they have 2 great receivers. So I'm just saying that what you had to want to trade for Puka, you didn't need to, because the fact that Devontae Adams over there, Puka's numbers are not going to stay high into the 8 and 10 range. And again, look at the defenses that they played. Houston and Tennessee. They're not good defenses right now. Houston's a little bit better, which is why they held the Rams to 14 points. So they're a little bit better than Tennessee, but there wasn't enough for them to finish the game against the Rams. They were able to keep numbers down in certain aspects, but that is not going to, as chemistry grows with the Rams, you're going to see a more efficient passing game, if that makes sense. Never, ever, ever get sold on high-numbered stats after week 1. Don't do that. You're going to fall victim too early, and then you're going to get stuck with something you didn't want. All right, let's see who's next up. So Rams won that one, 33-19. All right, let's see here. Let's see a little too loud. All right. No, it was on a road. I'm sorry. It was a road game for the Titans. Sorry about that. All right, Patriots. Well, yeah, of course I did pick the Patriots. I did. But this one makes me laugh. Everybody went to this tailgate. Everybody at my job went to this tailgate. And everybody at my old job, because I saw pictures, were at this Dolphins tailgate. I mean, Dolphins jerseys were everywhere. And it didn't mean a damn thing. Didn't mean a damn thing because they're hot garbage. 0-2. Like JJ Watt said, my boy, the moment you have a players only meeting, you can go ahead and start packing your bag, start planning your vacation in January. Because you ain't going nowhere. They had theirs in after week 1. It didn't even get bad yet. You know this fool, Mike McDaniels, literally that come out of his mouth. In order to win games, you have to win the game. Oh my God. Woo! Yo, come on, bro. This is the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Really? Tua still sitting here taking no accountability at all, but you can overthrow one of the fastest receivers in the NFL. It's funny. By like damn near 30 yards. It's crazy. Like, now Waddle's dealing with a shoulder injury. I think he gets traded. Actually, I hope he gets traded. He is being wasted in ways I can't even fathom. He needs to be traded immediately. The Chiefs will use him very well. The Steelers will use his ass very well. Hell, you know what? At this point, this man can go be a division rival and go over there to the go over there to the Buffalo Bills. I'm dead set. That's who they playing this week too. And what are the Dolphins going to be? We'll wait till tomorrow. H ain't the only one pulling his weight, bro. The only one. This is it's laughable. Like, I had a great time. I was driving to work. I saw the score. I saw that the Dolphins were up, and it's in the fourth quarter. No worries in my face. I put my jacket on. Walk to the restaurant, get ready to make some great paellas. Jerk chicken pasta. Working on something. No, I was on grill. I was actually on grill. Make some salmon, some burgers, some steak churrasco, some filet mignon. That's right. Well, on the grill. And right when I walked through the doors, intercepted. I literally walked through the door just laughing. And my GM is sitting there with her husband, mad as hell. So shut up. That's what I get when I walk through the doors of my job because the Miami Dolphins are losing, or throwing a pick and getting ready to lose. That's what I walk into. But I mean, if y'all would listen to me, your hopes wouldn't have been so high, and you had to worry about being mad at the Dolphins. I got my cook standing there like this, watching the game. Because it's just so intense. I'm walking around that restaurant getting my life together, getting ready to cook. Because I'm not ready to know. And what happened? Oh, it just came down to Tua on the last drive. What did he do? Nothing. $53 million right there, buddy. I know, right? Wasted dollars, say. That's what Miami likes to do. They got them. You should see the stuff they out here wasting on a regular basis. So wasting money on football players is not too far fetched for the city of Miami. But anyway, good job for my Patriots to move up 1-1. Dolphins, boy, you got the Bills next. Good luck. Oh man, when I tell you Josh Allen is going to go into this game, this fool Tua sat up there. Let me tell you what the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins said about Josh Allen. Okay, now mind you, this is your opponent. This is your division rival. And you sat up there on the podium and basically just glazed this man's winning. Like, wow, I have never, and you just sauced that bad boy up for him, right? Like, I mean, that guy, he can, the things he can do, I can't do half the things this guy can do with the ball with his. Like, are you joking right now? You're joking, right? You did not just come to a national media podium and say that another person in your position can do things better than you. You really don't know the art of competition, do you? So you just basically told everybody your weakness. I don't think anybody paid attention to what I just said. Okay? Nobody paid attention because everybody watched that and probably just said, why would you say that? That was stupid. What kind of leader are you? Well, he ain't a leader. He's not smart. Did you see how many times he's been in there? And they keep allowing him to play football? So where's the intelligence coming from? So no, intelligence ain't coming out of his mouth. He's just spitting stuff right out because he has no idea what to say. His team has left him high and dry. He's just literally answering questions the best that he can. This team is bad, bro. How do you come out with ketchup and mustard and just go to work on Josh Allen like that. Like, are you serious right now? You couldn't have said anything else. You couldn't have just said he is a great competitor. I look forward to these matchups. Every time we meet, it's a dog fight. That defense is something you have to look out for. You have to be intelligent when you're making. You have to make the right throws, or you leave it open too much. There's so many other things that you could have said, but no. You went on the podium and just Google-eyed this fool. Just, oh, Josh, the things he can do. Oh, my dress. If only I were the man he was. Are you kidding me? $53 million went to that statement. Good luck, Miami. Next. All right, 49ers Saints. I was a little worried about this one, but I did pick the 49ers to win. Obviously, Brock Purdy did not play, so Mac Jones had to step in. Hey, 26 for 39, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns. Good job. Good job. And pay attention to something else for fantasy owners. If you have Alvin Kamara, be thankful. Because God damn it, I paid the fine. Is he doing it by himself? He has no quarterback. Chris Olave can't stay healthy because he keeps getting sent out there to die. And it's just Alvin Kamara right now, bro. No defense, no offense, no coaching. Alvin Kamara. That's all the Saints got. If it wasn't for this dude, it'd be even worse. He might not have scored, but I almost guarantee you them 21 points is on the board because of Alvin Kamara. It's just this team is Saints they're gonna be bad for a while, guys. It's the certain teams have to revamp. Even the Patriots. You all think the Patriots being 1-1 is gonna do something? Nah, buddy. The Patriots have been on the top with the way they ran money for so long, with the way this new money is. It's gonna take about another 10 years, maybe even 50, for the Patriots to look like they did maybe when Brady was in his 5th year. Like that, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be it's a rotation. It's a rotation of power and money. And right now they ain't have it. What they will be, they'll be a good team that will and can get into the playoffs. Maybe not miss it by one game type thing, but the powerhouse that they were, living in the playoffs, living at Super Bowls, living with nothing less than 11 wins a season. That we can say we won't see stuff like that for a while. So as it pertains to the Saints, their era started over after Drew Brees left. Okay, and they just haven't found the turnaround point yet. It will come. You have to go through bad quarterbacks. You have to go through bad receivers. You can't just, oh, he's gone, we got the next. That ain't gonna happen. Now, did it happen with one team? It did. I think the Rams got very lucky. And it's not a replacement, but finding the next man after Aaron Donald. Okay. But that's just one. It's not like the team is going to be the Rams team as it was when McVay first got there. You know, it was a powerhouse that he had when he built it even better. It just kind of started twinkling when we found out Jared Goff could take no hits, and when Todd Gurley's arthritis started getting to him. So then he had to revamp. But see, he's still in an era where he can still do things to keep him in playoff pictures and potentially the Super Bowl. But after this stint, what he's doing, because he gets a lot of, you played here, he's done a lot of that. After this run is over, I think we're gonna have to see like a start over for the Rams, depending on when Matthew Stafford goes. So we'll see what we'll go on with that. But as it pertains, the Saints are going to be a losing team for a while, guys. If you're a Saints fan, hold on. It's still fun to go to these games. It's still Louisiana. All right. It's still the Superdome. We still get down, but we're just going to have to get down with the losses. Throw them bees to the players. All right, Buffalo and the Jets. All right, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said that they were going to come in here and beat up on the Jets. Why would they not? What about this game made some people think there was going to be some type of competitive nature here? No, it wasn't. It was going to be a steamroller, which is exactly what it was, 30-10. All right, Seahawks, Steelers. I did pick the Steelers to win, and there goes my first loss. Oh, yeah, Steelers lost 17-31 to the Seahawks. Sam Darnold has answered the question. Okay, he was thrown into the Jets too early. He was thrown away to the Panthers. That's the one I did not like. Okay. That one would kind of piss me off just as a football fan. Like, you guys didn't do him right in New Jersey, so you just threw him away to the Cardinals. To the Panthers. Like, that's messed up. He found something within Minnesota. I just felt with the Minnesota's team and Sam Darnold, I just felt like with certain games, yeah, they got to the playoffs, but I felt like with certain games, the certain team they meet, they're going to get right out, which happened. Only thing for me with the Seahawks was, can he replicate good and intelligent football play with a new team? Yeah, he sure as hell doing it. I don't know. They got the running backs. They got the receivers. Now they have a quarterback. And the Seahawks do have a good defense. So that showed up today with a 31-17 loss to the Steelers. So the Steelers are my first loss. All right, next up we got Browns and Ravens. And what did I tell y'all? I said the Ravens are so mad about how they lost 40-41 after being up 40-25. Okay, I told y'all they were going to come into this game and they were going to beat the hell out of the Rams. Out of the Browns. Nobody believed me. Everybody sat here and said, this is a division game. There's no way it's going to happen. They know each other. This is what they do. This is going to be a Dolphin. No, it's not. With Flacco? No, it's not. With Jerome Ford? No, it's not. Y'all just keep holding on to Myles Garrett. Mr. Stayed home and took all the money. Okay, well, they're 0-2 now with all that money in his pocket. What was so? Please tell me, what was that for? Please, y'all didn't think I was going to come. That's my guy. That's my guy. I wanted him to leave. He asked for a trade. I wanted him to go somewhere else to go play and be better. You stayed and took all that money from the Browns. You fell into the Watson trap. Well, now you're 0-2. Now you got beat up by a division rival you should not have gotten beaten up from. You got Shadir Sanders sitting back there, walking and pacing around because nobody want to start him. So I don't know what and you still have Watson on your team. Browns, what did y'all think this team was going to do? Look like Dookie. That's what I thought. They're going to look like the color that they wear every week. And the Ravens made them look that way. Plain and simple. And you know what the worst part is? Lamar Jackson had a horrible game. He had 19 for 29. That means he had more incompletions. He only had 225 yards. He had 4 touchdowns, though. He didn't play his head. He didn't have his best passing quarterback game. Think about this. He did not have his best passing quarterback game. And whipped your ass 41-17. What that tell you about yourself? You could have came in and with this bad quarter. He played any other quarterback stat, right? There ain't no 4 touchdowns behind this. You might have 1 and 3 interceptions. You might have 1 and 2 picks. You might have 2 for 2. You might just have 1 touchdown. He had 4 touchdowns with these ugly numbers and whipped your ass. That's wrong. And I told you that was going to happen. So now the Browns got to sit here and realize, what are we going to do? We got 3 quarterbacks, right? 1 is old, 1 is blind, 1 should be our star quarterback. But we got him on the 3rd string bench, and he ain't even throwing the ball to nobody. He's just playing with drill balls and throwing it into little hoops. Well, guess what? That's why the Browns lost 41-17. All right, my next one is the Colts and the Broncos. Another loss I took. I had the Broncos. They had the win, but there's something I need to tell everybody. Oh, Justin Fields is in the concussion protocol. Oh, and Tom Brady in the coach's booth during the Raiders and Chargers game. Was he now? Maybe you should have been up there. All right, so, excuse me. There's one thing. I don't get on refs for missing calls. They miss a lot of calls. They get a lot of calls wrong. But guess what? These referees in the NFL, they get a lot of calls right. And unfortunately, the one that they called on that player on the missed kick, where he basically used leverage. I'm going to tell you something, people. They don't get that one wrong at all. I have never had to look at that play and say, ref, what are you calling? What do you mean? No, for some odd reason, when they call that leverage play and that leverage flag, and we look at the replay, are you serious? Yes. Why? You know better. And the referees just do not miss that call. Flag, first down. Colts win by 1. I have now 3 losses. Thanks a lot, Colts. But it wasn't a good game nonetheless, especially with Jonathan Taylor, 25 carries, 165 yards. Hey, you guys want to know something funny? I've been watching football a long time. And one thing that I have known for a long time, it's not that hard to run the ball on Sean Payton defense. Because why? Sean Payton's not a defensive coordinator. He is an offensive, passing-minded genius. He can't even run the ball. He has to look for little gimmicks to get the running back the ball to get open to run. He can't even run the ball up the steams. Y'all didn't know that, huh? Yeah, I've been watching football a long time. So that little spitty spat of the coach and quarterback on the sideline, that is a quarterback who does not understand these old-ass calls he's getting. Like, I need a younger coach, people. That is what Bo Nix is saying. Oh, you didn't think I was? Y'all better go get that man a quarterback coach and stop putting Sean Payton in. Sean Payton right now has his hand on everything via the offense. Take him off the quarterback, and you guys will be just fine for a little bit. But that's all. That's what all that was. But yeah, you can run the ball on a Sean Payton team, and that's exactly what the Colts did. 25 carries. That means they knew that they could do that. Okay, they have records of playing against Sean Payton, so that's exactly what they did. That was beautiful. This is a great game too, by the way. I really enjoyed this one. But Colts took this win 29-28. That's it. Colts were cooked until that penalty happened. All right, Cardinals and Panthers. Panthers did put up a nice little fight, but I did have the Cardinals at the end of this one, 27-22. Bryce Young threw the ball 35. He threw the ball 55 times and only completed 35. That is, I get he had 328 yards, but that is a bad completion ratio. Like, why is this little boy throwing the ball so many times? What happened? Chuba Hubbard ran out of gas after one season. We only got Chuba for 1 year. Could have told y'all that. Nobody will listen. Let's see. Eagles. What did y'all think? Y'all really thought the Chiefs were going to beat the Eagles? Joe, my mistake. I said it on the post, and then you had the same we had the same outcome, but I think except for I didn't pick the Chiefs, I picked the Eagles. This was look. I heard the trash talking. So you only had 76 yards. And you know, shut up, bitch. We won the game. I paid the fine. That's right. Shut up. Y'all lost. You could 76 yards, and you still couldn't beat me. Which, like, are you serious? You want me to bow down and be like, I know, bro. I know, man. Like, I played bad, bro. Sorry, we got the win. Shut up. Shut up. You couldn't stop me. And now Mr. Paid Chris Jones, who lost to the Eagles last year, lost in week 1, Now lost to the Eagles in week 2, which I told y'all was going to happen. I played the scenario out for you guys. I played the whole scenario out for you guys. And now he want to go on all these places. Now he want to start talking. Now he want to start running his mouth. His dislikes. They shouldn't have had it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You didn't stop him, did you? No, you didn't. You lost 20-17. All they had to do was take a knee on you. And you mad. Oh, well, be mad. Eagles ain't winning no Super Bowl. I told y'all this. That secondary is horrible. It's young. They need work. The front seven is a nasty piece of work. They gonna get them as far as they can. And the offense is gonna do the rest, but they're not winning the Super Bowl. They're gonna get knocked out in the NFC Championship game. But right now, enjoy these Eagles walking over a lot of teams, especially the Chiefs, who are not good right now. You're gonna sit here and tell me a team that only has Patrick Mahomes is supposed to do something? That stint was only gonna be for a little bit. Like Buddy said, Chris Jones, when you should have contained the outside and you tried to sneak inside and Herbert wrapped around you. Forgot about that? You forgot about that? Because all you had to do is stay outside and contain. Because as a coach, I would have ripped you a new one. All you had to do was stay outside and contain. You chose to go inside against the play. And you got burnt by Herbert on the outside. But you got a lot of excuses on why this and that. No. You got paid to play football. Shut up and stop talking. Worry about that man 76 yards. And you still couldn't stop him. All right, last but not least, my fourth loss. I did pick the Vikings. I think the Falcons would be as good as they were. But it's the same 22 point they put up last week. So they're a 22-point team, and the Vikings are what they are. Aaron Jones is now headed to IR. If he was on your roster, what you want me to do? I'm going to laugh at you because I've told y'all for years to stay away from that fool. And you all keep just toying with that Aaron Jones bait. Well, now he toyed with you again. Because every time y'all draft Aaron Jones, what happens? By week 3, you don't have him. But you keep drafting. Y'all stay drafting. Y'all stay drafting him. So coach would just talk to himself. That's what I do normally. All right. So with that being said, I am how many on the losses and wins? Oh, wait, we got 2 more Monday nights. I picked the Bucs against the Texans, 20-19. Baker Mayfield. I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield for MVP, baby. Baker Mayfield for MVP. Chargers, Raiders, 20-9. Justin Herbert, 19 for 27, 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. Look, Genty is going to be okay as a runner there, but this team is, I only have the Raiders winning 6-7 games, so Genty is only going to be at best. He'll end the season with 3rd round value, if that makes sense. He'll have a good season. He may break 1,000, but maybe 1,100 yards of rushing is what I think he'll get. But this team isn't like strong, so I don't see where the rest will come from unless this team kind of like just has a significant turnaround. Maybe we keep writing out Geno, he'll right back. I don't know. All right. So we have 4 on the week. So how many do we have win? We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So 13-4 for week 2 is our record. And we were 15-2 last week. So not bad. So 5 total losses after 2 weeks. Ain't not that. All right, so let's see. All right, so we got some questions and comments. Let's get on into them. Sean, how we doing, bro? Boy, let's see. Someone offered me James Cook and ETN for CMC. I don't think that's enough. That's nowhere near enough, and that's an absolute no. That's a no. Absolutely not. ETN is the full-time back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, And James Cook is their back. So no, absolutely not. You stay right where you are. And unless they got a receiver you want, I would say no. That's for Christian McCaffrey, no. He's trying to get rid of Christian McCaffrey before McCaffrey ain't got nothing to give. And then you'll be stuck with it. Let's see. Pick one. Quentin Johnson, Mbuka, or Oduz off the waivers. Small league, non-PPR. Also drop one. Pacheco or JFC. Drop Pacheco. Really? Mbuka? I would pick up Mbuka. Is he really on the waivers? That's not true. Hold on. Yes, please. Why is he on the what? I just want to make, because the names that can be pretty familiar. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right person. Yeah, I don't know why he's on your waiver. Again, you did say it was a small league, so maybe that's why. Absolutely, pick him up, please. He should not be on the waiver. He should be on your roster. As we are speaking, as I finish my sentence, you should have already hit claim, add, and then drop Pacheco. Please, yes, Mbuka off. Wow. How did that happen? And you know what? If you got room for Quentin Johnson or O'Dunes with Mbuka, I would drop somebody else too. But I can't believe that. When you said it was a small league, so somebody in your league just has no knowledge of what this kid can do. Cardo, you 2-0, huh? Huh? Herbert as his quarterback came at me sideways. Came at me with the swiftness about his roster. And look at him now. 2-0, huh? Huh? Okay. Huh? Huh? Okay. Good job, Cardo. Oh, yeah, you know I was going to tell you Cowboys a new one, bro. Start Olave this week? Hell no. Who else you got? That's no. Wait. Let me stop. Let me not say that. Hold on real quick. Before I say that, I need to make sure he's playing with defense they're playing. Ooh, I don't think so. They're playing Seattle. Seattle just beat up on Pittsburgh too. He's getting 6 catches a game though. He's getting 10, 13 targets a game. But that secondary for Seattle is good. Let me see something. Let me see what they did to DK real quick. If they held DK, no. If DK was able to get, 6 for 60, something like that, then yeah. They held DK to 3 receptions. He only got a touchdown, which is what saved him that week with 11 points. I'm going to stay away from Olave this week, bro. They held that man to 3 catches. Nah, that Seattle defense is something different, man. I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm not toying with that one. Fine, see if you got another receiver to play with. Who we got here? And Fitz, how we doing? Pick one to drop. Evan Ingram or Pat Fairmouth. Pick one to pick up. Quentin Johnson or Troy Franklin. I think I'm gonna drop Evan Ingram. I like Pat. And he'll get used by Aaron Rodgers. But I thought Ingram going over to Denver was going to be a big thing. And then I forgot who the coach was. Crap, I forgot who the coach was. And it's Sean Payton. And guess what? The last time Sean Payton had a tight end, they got into a contract dispute, and he never threw a tight end a ball ever again. He took tight end offenses out of his playbook, bro. Like Graham was the last tight end that got heavily used in the Sean Payton offense. Like I'm dead ass. Show me where I'm wrong. Show me where a tight end, chapstick, dry lip. Show me where a tight end after Graham went off for the Seattle for the New Orleans Saints under Sean Payton. So now I'm thinking, oh, Bo Nix got angry. He's got a tight end, and I completely forgot who his coach was. So yeah, you're dropping Evan Ingram, and let's pick up. Let's see. Yeah, for both of you, you and Broly, both pick up Quentin Johnson. Broly, you pick up Quentin Johnson and you pick up Egbuka. I don't know how both of them are on your waiver wires, but you need to pick them both up. And then for you, Nifitz, if I'm saying that correctly. Enfits, I'm sorry. For you, yes, you're going to drop Evan Ingram and you're going to pick up Quentin Johnston. Absolutely. Yeet. How we doing, my boy? Let's see. Should I drop Tyler Algier for Rashad White or Trey Benson? Do it for Trey Benson. I like Trey Benson a lot better. Can only keep one. Yeah, I would do Trey Benson. Let me see something real quick. Ooh. Man, I mean, Connor's still putting in work. I want you to have Trey Benson because I know he's going to go off the minute he gets full load work. It's just Connor is still getting work, and that's killing Trey's workload right now. Man. If you can put him on your bench and you don't need him right now, go for Trey Benson. If that's a player you just don't need right now, go for Trey Benson. If it's somebody you need right now, I would do Rashad White. In another league for Olave. Still, hell no. I don't give a damn what league it is. No. He's playing against Seattle defense. I'm not putting nobody up against them corners. No. They over there trying to revamp the 12th man. No. They just ain't chanting it yet. I'm not playing that game. No, I'm telling you. You don't want Olave against the Seattle defense. I promise you. Don't do that. You got to go somewhere else. He is. Let me see something real quick. So he's their number 2, I think. One game against Indiana. Indiana's defense ain't good. And he's going against the 2-0 Chargers, who have a good defense. I wouldn't say that because Hollywood Brown had 10 catches for 99 yards against the Chargers. Let me see something. Let me go back to look at your. Troy Franklin. I'm gonna still go with Quentin Johnston. Now, here's what I would do. If there's somebody on your roster that you can drop, pick up Troy Franklin. If there's somebody else, you can just look at your roster and be like, you know what? I don't need you right now. You can go. You better not have 2 defenses on your team. I promise you can let one of them go. And if your second quarterback is crappy, right, and you don't need a quarterback till like week 12, then you're going to ride out with the quarterback you got, drop that second quarterback for right now and pick up another player. You don't need that quarterback. Unless you plan on playing tit for tat every week with your quarterbacks, you don't really need 2 quarterbacks on your roster the whole time. No, not especially if you just need somebody to plug and play for the one time your guy gonna be out. Like I had Josh Allen. Please tell me in what scenario world last year was I going to put Josh Allen on the bench for who and for what? No, I'm going to ride him until his bye week. I'll have a quarterback for that bye week, and he's going right back in right after that. Like, no, like, not gonna. This week this quarterback. This week no. If I'm gonna do that, then there was no need to draft Josh Allen. I could have waited to like 10, 11, and 12 and drafted 2 quarterbacks, and then went from there and went crazy and just basically paid a waiver wire quarterback for the rest of the year. No, if you drafting a quarterback in the second, third round, that other quarterback is not needed until that quarterback is on a bye week. All right, who we got? Crude. How we doing, my boy? Let's see. What you think about this? Jettas and Kraft for JNC and Tyler Warren. And it's a 16-man. You smart. I see what you're doing there. Yes. Yeah, because you're already seeing after week 2 the issue. Remember, Jettas only got Jettas only got what he got in the fourth quarter of game 1, and look at game 2. That JJ McCartney is not him. I keep telling y'all. He had a good game against the crappy Bears. Like, no. So I see what you're doing. You smart. And you're trying to get Tyler Warren. I like that. I like what you're doing. Yes, if you can get this trade to happen, that is a stamp of approval by coach. Oh, that's right. That's right. No, Judy, wait. Oh, yeah. You're going to ride with, yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to rock with Judy this week. And that's fine. This week, who the Browns playing? I think it'll actually be okay for Judy this week. Let me see. They're playing they're playing Green Bay. Hey. Okay. I'm not laughing at the fact that you have to play Judy in this game. I'm laughing at the fact that, God damn, I'm always right. I pay the fine. Look, I told Josh Shadir Sanders will play football for the NFL, for the Cleveland Browns by week 6, 7. Okay. He'll have a game or 2 under his belt before he plays his homie in Tennessee after the bye week. Okay. In order for things to happen like that, certain things have to happen. Okay. Flacco getting hurt in this game against Green Bay. Okay. He's going to get hurt. Gabriel going to come in. He's going to play about the rest of that game. He'll play maybe 1 or 2 more. And he's going to play bad. And we will be at week 6. And come Shadir. So, you will have no choice but to start Judy. Just know that this game will be bad for the Browns. And look at that. Hold on. No. Don't tell me what I just read. Because now I'm about to tell you how bad it's going to be for the Browns. Okay. Let me rewind. Because I just looked up and saw Green Bay versus, Packers are 6-0 in week 3 under Coach Matt LaFleur. Ain't that something? Okay. Best record in the NFL since 2019 and best week 3 record by any coach all time. Don't worry, there's more. Browns defensive end, Myles Garrett needs 2.5 sacks to pass Hall of Famer Reggie White for most sacks since 1982 by a player. He'll probably get him. He might get him prior to their 30th birthday. So he might get that. But that'll be like the only highlight. Again, Matt LaFleur is, 6-0 in week 3? That ain't gonna stop. This is a crazy stat to have, right? Carson Wentz, quarterback, JJ injured. So this man couldn't get out of week 2 without getting hurt. You know, it's funny. It was a hit that I saw when he was getting up. That boy was like holding his hand, like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. That's what he looked like, bro. It was on the goal line thing. He caught the ball up. He got hit around in that game, like wait, what game we talking about? Hold on. We talking about the Vikings? Maybe they said that I missed it. Did he say JJ? I'm thinking he's talking about JJ McCarthy. Okay, Google, is JJ McCarthy injured?
On the website USAtoday.com, they say, McCarthy sprained his ankle when the Vikings Week 2 loss to the Falcons on Sunday Night Football, according to their head coach. McCarthy added that he doesn't see the injury as a short-term IR situation, but second-year quarterback is expected
Oh, Lord.
to start against the Bengals.
Yeah. Okay, Google, stop. So, okay, it is McCarthy. He's going to be out. Bengals will have this win this week as well. But we'll get to that tomorrow when we go over our picks. So we're going to have Carson Wentz versus JJ versus Browning. That's going to be fun to watch. I ain't gonna lie, it's actually going to be pretty fun to watch. All right, should I panic after a disappointing week 2? Neori, sorry. Josh Allen, Trayvon, and Derrick Henry, Nico Collins. Well, Nico Collins is why you lost. Amika, Tyler Warren, J-Mo, Ramondre, RJ Harvey, Josh Downs, Calvin Austin, Rashad Bateman. Jeez Louise, where did you get all these people? Your bench is a little, it is a little ass, I'm not going to lie. The best player on your bench is RJ Harvey. Are you 1-1? If you're 1-1, you're fine. Honestly, this roster should be able to take you to like 8 games. Maybe 9, depending on if a couple players pop off, or if you get lucky due to an injury and you're able to grab somebody off of the waiver wire. Okay, you're 1-1. You're fine. No, ain't no panic. Do not hit the panic button. You only hit the panic button 4 straight losses. That's very dangerous. It is hard to come back in any fantasy capacity when you have not 4 losses. I'm saying 4 literal straight losses in a row. You cannot come back from that. It is so freaking hard to come back from that. And it could be the fact that, your guys are putting up all the points. You had 135. He had 132. You had 146. He had 150. So, it's not that your team could be playing bad. It's just points work the way points work. But you don't panic until you are 0-4 in a consecutive capacity. Okay? So for right now, being 1-1, what this means is that might be your season. Win 1, lose 1. Win 1, lose 1. Win 2, lose 1. Win 3, lose 1. So that just it's gonna be like that for you. That's pretty much what your this is what your roster to me looks like. But again, it's so early in the season. We already have players getting hurt and injured. So you just need to make sure you're paying attention. You're hitting that waiver wire as soon as you know there's players to grab. Look at the numbers, look at the stat lines, look at the for receivers. Make sure you're looking at their target value, not just the catches that they receive. Look at how many times they've been thrown the ball. That's why I had to pump my brakes when the guy asked me about Puka Nacua when I talked about it earlier today. I said, "Damn, he had 10 targets. Like he's heavily targeted." I do still think that's going to dwindle down. It's still early right now, but again, those are the type of stat lines you want to look at when you're looking at receivers. For running backs, in a PPR format, who's catching the ball and running the ball. If you're just a straight out runner, I don't know if I can use you unless you're a runner that hits the end zone. Okay, so those are the things you have to look at when you're looking at value in players. But right now, you should be fine. You should no panic button needed at all. You shouldn't even be disappointed in yourself. It's no panicking, nothing like that. Just it's a loss. You got to take some so you can look at your roster, look at who's effing up. Like, okay, you got to go. I can't have this from you every week. You can panic on players. Like, if you see you got a player on your roster and there is just numbers you should have expected in 2 weeks and you have not gotten them, either you can send them to the bench, see how that works out, or just completely cut them. I have no problem cutting you. Like, if I expected you to get me 14 points, you got me 2, I'm going to give you a week. That's it. The reason why? That's a pitiful drop-off. and I'm watching the game, and I can see why you didn't get the 7 catches you should have gotten. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm watching you in the next week. Doesn't have to be week 2 or week, just the next week. I'm watching the next week, and you put up the same crappy performance. Goodbye. You're not coming on my team. I don't care if you go off on somebody else's roster. I don't care. You didn't go off of me. That's the point. I can't use you. He's going off of me. That's why he's on my roster. So you can't look at it as, oh, but I don't want to use a great player. He ain't great for you. Who gives a damn if he's great for that person? That person might not make it to the playoffs just because he's playing great over there. That might be the only person he got now. See? Don't worry about the next man. Worry about what you can do for you. All right. That bench trash. It's not that it's trash. It is bad. Don't get me wrong. It's like it's not the best. It's not the best bench. There is the elevation of potential on his bench, right? That's the problem. That's the problem. Elevation does not lead to performance. That's the problem. I'm thinking, what we got? I'm thinking of shipping Josh Allen for better assets. My boy, let me tell you something. If you know, you can get you another quarterback. You're not looking for Josh Allen numbers, right? You're looking for sustainable numbers at quarterback if all your other assets are putting up the right set of numbers. So you can use Josh Allen for a 1 for 2. I sure would. I sure would. This is the god of fantasy football, people. It's a 2 for 1. I'm sorry. It's not a 2 for 2 for Josh Allen. It's a 2 for 1. No. And unfortunately, if you can't get the 2 for 1, then you got to stay with Joshy Boy. But yeah, he is a 2 for 1. And I definitely believe you can get both a running back and a receiver for him. And they don't have to be stars. You have a good start. Yeah, your starters are good. What you need is work on the bench. And RJ Harvey's not really even a bench player, but he's on your bench. You just need something better than Ramondre. You need damn sure need something better than Josh Downs and Calvin Austin. Okay. So yeah, if you can use Allen for trade bait and you have another quarterback that you can rock for the season, I'm definitely rocking with that. Let's see. Javonte Williams back. Yeah, I hope you got him. Yeah, he's doing some good things. I like what he's doing over there. I personally don't think they need Miles Sanders. That is a waste of a space right there. If I'm Dallas and I got a young boy on my roster right now, he's getting the next touches. Like I need somebody behind Javonte because Javonte's not gonna be here for every year. I'm trying to find somebody behind Javonte, and it ain't Miles Sanders. So, but I do agree with you picking up Javonte in as many leagues as you can. Let's see. I traded Kyron Williams for Mario Hampton. How bad did I lose? Guys, why do you guys make trades so early? It's week 2. Let me see. Oh, okay. So what happened was everybody hopped on the Mario Hampton train. On a pass-heavy offense. It happened. And you traded away Kyron Williams in a balanced offense. That's crazy. You know they just paid Kyron Williams, right? You lost pretty bad. I am not quite sure, King, how you gonna recover from this one. Corum looking like a better back in LA. He might be looking like the better back in LA, but who's getting the rock right now? Who got paid? Corum is the second back, and he's going to play the second back role. And Kyron is going to get starting role numbers. They're going to share the rock, but is Corum getting in the end zone? Or is Kyron Williams getting in the end zone? Gotta look at that too. What you can hope for is that just eventually they start running the ball with Amari Hampton. Because Najee ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't did nothing in 2 games either. So it ain't like there. It's not like another back took his job. You know what I mean? It's more of a pass heavy team. And I just wouldn't. You jump too early. The trade deadline for most leagues ain't till like week 5 in the NFL, week 6 or something like that. So you had plenty of time for this to kind of like iron itself out. You guys got to trust in your roster, because if you don't trust in the roster, you know what that tells me? You don't trust yourself in the draft. You're not drafting the way you wanted to, or you didn't draft what you liked, or you just drafted because that was the best of it. You got to do your research. You got to do your homework. You got to watch Coach in the summertime, because I set you up for success for draft time. This is a tough one. So as long as you have as long as you have 2 other backs, you're fine, to be honest with you. He's going to go on the roster bench. And the other 2 just have to basically, you're going to ride out with them other 2. Pray somebody gets hurt so you can grab somebody else. I wouldn't call it, if your roster is at least still good without Amarion, then you should be still fine. And then I see what you said, Amarion going to win the job completely by week 6, which is true. Again, though, we're in a pass-heavy offense, so what I am hoping is by week 6 is where they start putting the ball on the ground a little bit more. So again, as long as you have other valuable pieces that can get you wins up until that point, you should be fine. It's just you did lose with that trade. That's really well. You didn't lose like your season or anything like that, but you did lose in the trade. Let's see. How about AJ Brown? Well, look. You got another receiver? So what the Eagles are doing is they're playing to not lose. And what they're not going to do is they're not going to go out here and do a bunch of stuff right now. Because what they're doing at the very minimal is winning games. With nothing. Like without doing barely nothing. That's their focus right now. And because that's their focus right now, it's fantasy football and AJ Brown's focus right now. You may have to pivot. Because he's only getting like 1 or 2 catches. Like I don't even think he's getting like real work. You feel me? Like five catches for 27 yards. Wow. Yeah. They're 2-0. They're going against the Rams next week. That you can run the ball on the Rams. So yeah, if you can pivot, because the only thing you can do is basically leave him in your roster and pray he has a better week in week 3. And if you don't want to worry about prayer, then you're gonna have to go with somebody in your bench that you see drop 20 points 2 weeks in a row. Hey, buddy, you got to play for me this week. I hope you can do it again this week. That's what you pretty much may have to go to. But with AJ Brown right now, it's going to be a bit tough. Let's see. Would you accept this? How you doing, KTR? Would you accept this? Bijan for JSN, Genty, and Amika. You have Genty and you have Amika. If you have both, no. I'm not trading Bijan for both of those. No. I don't need Bijan for if I have both of them, no. This is a long season, people. This is a long season. Okay. I would not. I like Bijan, I really do, but not for two players like that who are young and who are going to get more touches with the season going on. Like it's not these two players are going to be outstanding this year. They're going to fight for rookie of the season, rookie of the year. So no, I'm not. I would keep them both. Maybe one. If I could do a 1-for-1, I would swap Genty for Bijan, but I'm not doing 2-for-1. There's no way. And Kyle AJ not playing ball till December. Hey, it's championship mindset. He ain't need it right now. He's not. They're winning the game without him. Oh, I know. Hey, I know. And I ain't gonna lie to you. You were on my mind all weekend. I can't lie to you. I cannot lie. Like, because it was you and a couple other players. I was Jaden Reed this week. Jaden Reed is my pick this weekend. Not even what did he? I don't even think he made it out the first quarter without getting hurt. And now he's on IR. All right, so Niori, we got to pivot. Put him on IR. See if there's anything in the waiver wire we can grab just for right now. Something good. Don't just grab something, but anybody that's in there that's getting at least 5 catches, okay? Is putting up at least 50 yards. That's what we're looking for in the waiver wire. Unless you have a bench that's good, then we need a waiver wire pickup. King. Oh, yeah, we talked about that already. Okay, you got Breece Hall and Kamara. Oh! So you're good. I mean, again, you still lost the trade, but you have 2 good running backs right now. So Mario Hampton can basically sit on your bench until he's ready to pop off. Like you said, week 6, right? That's what I believe is when defenses will get these passes settled down, and teams will be forced to put the ball on the ground a little bit more. So yeah, by week 6, I agree with you too. So we'll see by week 6, because if he takes the full load and he is that guy, then yeah, you did not lose this trade. Actually, you actually won the trade. So we'll keep an eye on that, King. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. Should have drafted Smitty. Anything. Everybody could keep always staying away from Smitty too, man. Like that, he's a great receiver, and he's the one getting all the touches right now too. It's almost like it's his turn. All right. No, I have Bijan. Then no, okay. So you're trying to take 2 players. I wouldn't take Genty if you have Bijan. So if you're trying to get if you're trying to get, I can't pronounce that dude's name. Where is it? Buka. If you're trying to get him, now keep Bijan, and then I would use another player to try to get Mbuka. Now, if you're smart about it and you have somebody that's a top tier wide receiver on your team, right? Because you're keeping Bijan, right? So you got a top tier wide receiver on your team that's putting up big numbers right now. That I would trade for Genty and Emeka, because now you're keeping Bijan. Okay, look here. Look, trades ain't supposed to be fair. First of all, I'm coming for your neck. You come to me, I'm coming for it all because I want to win. We're not going to do this together. What I look like to you? Your friend? We are opponents. So I want everything. So I'm going to keep the best player I got running, because that's hard to get. And now I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to grab something else from you if I can. So now take that receiver, because why? Receivers come a dime a dozen. You're literally about to get another one with Emeka. So you trade away your top tier wide receiver, and now you're bringing in Genty and Emeka to your team. See, come on now, coach, know what you're doing, huh? All right, let's see. He offered me Ashton Genty and Amika because he wants Bijan. So Bijan's a no. But if you have a top tier wide receiver for that same, do that. But you ain't coughing up no Bijan. Not with the Atlanta Falcons looking like they're looking. No. He is a top 5 running back. He was, to be quite honest with you, he's a top 3 fantasy player. Okay, I'm going to drop Rashad for Demeany Brown. Okay, I can deal with that. De'Ami Brown. Let's see. KTR, he's offering me Jackson Smith and Amika. For who? For Bijan still? And Genty. Oh, so he wants to give you. Oh. Whoa. Nah, yo, buddy is really. Wow. Hey, I'm not stupid. I can't turn down no 3 for 1. That's stupid. No, I'm not turning that down. Yeah, you can have Bijan. Here you go. Hey, money talk. Okay, you gotta know the right language to speak, and that man spoke love. This man wants Bijan so bad he is coughing up part of his roster for this player. That's fine. I don't need him that bad. I'm trying to win a fantasy football game, and his roster. I'm sorry if he is coughing up Jackson Smith, Amika, and Genty. His roster is not that thick that he thinks Bijan is going to carry him all the way. I get it. He got to stop running back with Bijan. I get it. He's probably got a great quarterback, and he's probably got a really good receiver and tight end. Defense might be hands down. You have to understand that something gets involved in football. You know what it's called? Bye weeks. And if you don't have a roster when the bye weeks come around, guess what you finna do when your bye weeks hit? You're gonna have a quarterback, a blank spot, a receiver, a tight end, a booty defense, and some kicker you had to grab because you just couldn't have another empty roster spot. And you think it's gonna be week for 1 week like that? No, everybody has a bye week at different times. So now you gotta deal with that for the next probably 3 to 4 weeks. That's not gonna be good. You take this 3 for 1. You load up your roster, get rid of all the dead weight you can just drop now. Absolutely. Here you go, hands over. Hand him over on the silver platter. Hey, a 3 for 1? Yeah. I'm doing that. Let's see, I give Genty by midseason, he's going to be dangerous. He's still getting feet wet. First of all, Genty is mean now. Them little 54 yards he's running, he can run. Look, it's chemistry. Things take time. It's week 2. And if he is panicking over these little numbers because he had a good week 1, week 2 wasn't too good, and now he's panicking because why? He see Bijan running through people 2 weeks straight. It's week 2. No defense is ready to play. Let him have it. Let him have it. For 3 for 1, here you go. If your roster can survive without Bijan Robinson, I'm damn sure taking that 3 for 1 trade. There ain't nothing stopping me. A 4 for 1. Would you trade Drake May away for ETN? What? Who wants Drake May like that? The owner has Joe Burrow, and I got Murray already. Ooh. Let me ask you this. Frizz, let me ask you this. If you went to your waiver wire right now, what quarterback would you just grab? Because you're giving away a lot with Drake May, and settling. You really are settling for Kyler Murray. So if there's a quarterback on your waiver wire that you can just, oh yeah, I'll take you. I don't even know why you're here on the waiver wire. Who didn't want you? If that's somebody that's there, absolutely, go ahead. Go ahead. Because now you're getting ETN, you're getting another running back, which is always good. More running backs, the merrier. We all know that about fantasy. The more the running backs, the merrier. But absolutely, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. All right, so this was a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. I do appreciate it. We did not get into our goats and donkeys of the week. What we'll do is we will start that tomorrow. We will start with that tomorrow show. So we will be back tomorrow. And then tomorrow we will get into our picks for the week, for week 3. And basically question and answers with Coach, getting you guys' lineup set up and ready. So I do have some errands that I need to go run. So I have to cut the stream a little short today. We've been on here for about an hour and a half, so it's not like I want to see my face anymore. Daniel Jones, Russell, Trevor Lawrence is all that's left. My running backs are Kyron and Trayvon. Figured I need. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So here's the thing: there is a quarterback you can just grab right now. Because you have Kyler Murray. He'll get you to about week 8. But if I am looking for something that's pretty stout right now, I'm going to go with Daniel Jones. For the last 2 weeks, he has been one of the most consistent quarterbacks, by the way, with big numbers. And they play. Boy, when things work out. Now, they might lose. It is on the road. But I am actually going to pick them to win. And you're going to have to go ahead and just give me Daniel Jones in week 3 against Tennessee. Not telling you to start him, but that is your quarterback. That will be your second quarterback for your team. Pick up Daniel Jones. If you're going to go away, if you're going to trade Drake May for ETN, pick up Daniel Jones off the waiver wire, and that way you still have 2 good quarterbacks. Let's see, Dallas Lamb. Should I trade Jordan Mason and Chase Brown with no Burrow for Bucky? You know what? I'm not going to trade Jordan. No. Let me see about Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason, yeah. Yeah, Jordan Mason for sure. They have no running backs in Minnesota. The team's not that good. So if you can find a way to get rid of Jordan Mason, yeah. Now, if you have to use Chase Brown to do it, it's going to suck. If you're doing it for Bucky, yeah, I would. Yeah. If you can do a 1-for-1, like if you can get rid of Jordan Mason, yeah, you ain't going to be able to do that now. Yeah, you're going to have to use Chase Brown to go with Jordan Mason in order to get Bucky. That's going to suck. That's going to suck. And see, this Burrow injury, it affected a lot, bro. It really did. And I don't want you to lose Chase Brown, but if you're trying to get rid of Jordan Mason, that might be the only leverage that you actually have to get rid of him, to get something better, basically. That's going to suck. Unless you do it the old-fashioned way, just ride your roster out and see what it do the next week. Oh, you already did it. Okay. I was just wanting to see what you would say. Well, there you go, your answer. It does. It goes down a little bit because Browning is going to come in and he's going to try to be more effective passing the ball for the Bengals with all his money that he gave all his receivers, and he has such amazing chemistry with T. Higgins. So I 100% agree with you. His numbers will take a dip. I just hate you having to lose a good running back. I mean, don't get me wrong. You were able to get Bucky, but because of this injury, you had to cough up 2 players just to try to salvage with one. You know what I mean? So that Burrow injury just messed up so much. Oh, McVay got a foot injury. So and that O-line. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. The O-line is bad. The D-line is bad. Everything in Cincinnati is bad. It is it ain't Miami Dolphins bad. They are 2-0, but yeah, like they're not all this money on this team, and it is absolutely nowhere. If you like, where is it? Where? What did you spend all that money on? I can't find it. It can't be on this 2-0 record, like because the quarterback ain't here. Your number one wide receiver ain't showing up. Like, where's all this money? I'm confused. Yeah. I mean, you took. Yeah, that's. I mean, he was what was left. So again, if you were able to get rid of him, that was again. You did. Like I said, I hate that you had to get rid of Chase Brown for it, but I agree with you at the same time. Chase Brown's numbers will drop. Bucky is with Mr. MVP, so he should be okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Baker Mayfield is winning the MVP this year. Buddy is on a mission. He ain't win the Super Bowl. He won't get too far in playoffs, but he is winning the MVP this year. It's not going to go to Lamar Jackson. It's not. Lamar Jackson is going to have too many inconsistent passing yards, but he'll have a lot of touchdowns, but not enough to win the MVP. They handed it to, he had the best stats in the world has ever seen last year, and he didn't get it. So, no, we're not going back with Lamar Jackson. Somebody else will get it this year. And I think it will be Baker Mayfield. Yes, sir. You absolutely right. My boy, Baker boy. And let me tell you, this is the part that I think people keep forgetting when you listen and watch Coach. Baker's a dog because you see who his coach is? He's a crappy coach, okay? He's a crappy. Ain't nothing that come good out of a Ty Bowles defense. Nothing. You're running a cover two, buddy. Everybody can put. How do you think the Houston Texans, who are not good, was able to get 19 points on the Bucs? That Ty Bowles crappy defense. It was Baker and that beautiful arm of his that led them to victory 2 weeks in a row. You telling me this man had two? Buddy twisted his ankle. Somebody thought to talk shit to him. Buddy said, "Fuck my ankle. I'm sorry. I paid the fine." He said, "I screwed my ankle." I said, Gustin got it in his own mind. Baker made me turn into a killer, man. He made me get a little grabby with it because I just love when people rile him up and like, are you serious? Is that what you want to do right now? No problem. No problem. If y'all thought Baker was anything what the Browns had him to be, you're wrong. You're wrong. Go watch all that tape from Baker Mayfield in college. Then come back and watch his first year with the Bucs. Yeah, that's Baker Mayfield. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, good trade. That was smart. And you say for Bucky, yeah, very smart. He's with a great offense right now. It's going to look really good for the whole year. So you kind of just kept yourself afloat. And that's not bad. Remember, it's only week 2. You're not like leading with a 4-game winning streak. You're not down on a 3-game losing streak. You're wherever your record is, you're afloat. It's week 2. We got another week coming. So, but no, that was a good move. And there was certain. I know I tell people don't trade, but again, certain moves have to make you make a trade. Again, Burrow's injury put him in a predicament where he had to make a move now because holding on to Mason any longer, that move wasn't going to happen. That other person that took him had to believe that Jordan Mason will get it together. No, he won't. No, he won't. He didn't get together with San Francisco. He ain't going to get it together here. This is what Jordan Mason is, a backup quarterback or a backup running back. He's the starter. All right, so, again, I got to get out of here. I do appreciate you guys and all your questions. Coach loves answering them real quick. If you guys still have questions and still need Coach to answer anything, and I mean anything, please go ahead and where is it? There you go. Go ahead and follow these handles, and you'll be able to message me anytime you want. I got somebody on TikTok right now. I actually follow her. She's a streamer for gaming because I game stream as well. I do a lot of Fortnite. Division 2, Battlefront 2, sports games. But right now, for the last month, because I'm new to it, it's been nothing but Fortnite. Sorry. But they play Fortnite too, and I was in her stream when we were talking, and I ended up finding out that they do a fantasy league in their Discord. So Since then, I've actually just been helping her. So again, you can follow me on TikTok. I'll answer your questions on TikTok if you message me. I'll answer your questions on Twitter if you message me. I will answer your questions on Instagram if you message me. I answer questions. If you have anything you need to talk about when it comes to fantasy with football, I will answer your questions and get you ready for the week, because it is only Wednesday, and we will be back with a show tomorrow to get us ready for week 3. However, week 3 is Sunday. So if you have questions prior to Sunday, I'm here for you. I just only do 2 live shows a week because I have so many other things I got to do, which, by the way, I got to start streaming here soon for gaming. So again, and when that's done, I got to pick up baby girl from school so I can get ready to go to work. So the grind don't stop, people. Coach just keeps going and going and going. But I love it because it's stuff that I love to do, so I ain't mad about it. You know what I mean? I love to talk football, so I do a fantasy show. I love to game, so I stream it. I love to cook, so I work at a restaurant. That's what makes me happy. Okay? And my 16-year marriage to my beautiful wife and my 2 wonderful children. Life, guys. Life. Because at the end of the day, oh, they got rid of it. Oh, I got to make it up again. But I can say it. Relationships aren't built in a vacuum of dandelions and daisies. Mike McDaniels, people. To win the game, you got to win the game. And last but not least, here's the last little bit I want to leave you guys with. Tua Tagovailoa said that Josh Allen can do things he can't even do. Just know that, Miami Dolphins, that is your starting quarterback. Oh, wait, before I go, I'm about to sign off and end up getting 2 more. What we got? Oh, back to Dallas. I'm 1-1. I don't know how I'm feeling. It's a 12-man, but Purdy at quarterback. He went down, so picked up Penix because I got London. Yeah, that's smart. Very, very, very smart. It's going to be an up and down season for you. Based on your roster, based on the injuries that you're dealing with, being 1-1 it's okay. I mean, like, it is better than being 0-2. Let's just think about that. You're in the middle of the pack in a 12-man league. The one thing you got to worry about is whoever you lost to, you just got to make sure you beat them the second time. With a 14-team league, you only got to play a person once. With a 12-team league, I think you have to play everybody twice, I think. So that's the only thing. With the one person you took a loss to, you got to make sure you can't take a loss to him the second time, because that will hurt your stats going into the playoffs. Then I got Genty and Bucky running backs now. Wide receivers Puka, which is good, and Drake London, and the flex is Terry. Okay. Hopefully we can find a better flex, or hopefully that flex just gets better balls. But okay, you are afloat. You are right where you should be, and you're working on your roster. You're just making sure you injuries took you out early, and you are quick enough to get things going so you don't get bit as the weeks progress. So very, very smart on your part. So please, guys, one more thing. Like, share, and subscribe. Do not gatekeep Coach. I know you battling other people, and you got the ops. You don't want the ops watching me. But look, everybody got to get some of this juice, okay? A lot of people want to hear what Coach got to say. I'm trying to help everybody, okay? I need the world. I want the entire planet watching me in fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. We will be back tomorrow at 9:30, and we will be getting ourselves ready for week 3. So please tune in tomorrow. Be ready. Subscribe. Put your notifications on so you'll be notified the minute Coach is live. All right. I love you guys. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.